Yeah, we had to be. We had to be
Mordekaiser.
We had to be Noxus champions.
Yeah.
In the other one.
Okay.
Oh.
Sion jungle's not bad. You can stack up your Soul Furnace really quickly off of jungle camps. But since it's a Renekton, just throw the Sion up there. But they're camping here to wait for Inspired to come back to...
Oh, but he's actually in some trouble. It was spotted out. Inspired guessed it. And now Griffin, it's not a crab death, but it is still a death around the objective. First blood picked up by LYON.
Here's what, it's actually a Raptor death.
Oh, Saint's going in for his own 1v1 right now. Emperor's Divide on the quad, trying to find the 1v1. Shockwave used defensively. Quad's trying to get out of there. Has to flash as well. Bot lane, meanwhile, Masu gets flashed out of Berserker as Grajan will block the deadly flourish. So action in 2 lanes as Kobe will learn how to use the prompter soon.
You're turning against me also? You're backing up this propaganda?
Ooh, curtain call now.
How much did you pay him, Jack?
Berserker lands 1, lands 2, and picks up a 2nd kill for the team. LYON do have a couple members nearby, but Inspired has 5 seconds on his ultimate. FlyQuest, Dragon's at 1500. Should be able to smite it and walk away, but Inspired does have the ult now. Do they go for the paranoia play? He goes in, has Saint right behind him. Isles roaming up as well. In comes the Azir. They have the damage for the kill, and it's Griffin that goes down. This time Inspired with the kill credit.
And also it's communication there with their bottom lane. It's like, it's not just them collapsing. Inspired is communicating with his teammates. Hey, defend this camp.
Yep. Active junglers right now as Dokla might see some action up top side here. The Sion ult goes in, lands the first knockup, will follow up with a decimating smash. Griffin is there for the damage. Needlework comes through. Dokla has the Dominus and will pop it. Heals as he rushes away. Flash to safety, and Dokla does get out of there.
Inspired thinking about a counterplay here.
Low health bars on 2 members. He just jumps past the Scion straight on the Griffin. Another kill to Inspired. Flash out from Gakkos. And he gets back to the turret, but Inspired just continually punishing Griffin.
Yeah, the other thing is that Nocturne is one of the best, like responding type junglers. Bottom side, they're gonna make their own play again.
Flash on the both. Root follow up on Amasu. Berserker's trying to get that damage in, and in comes the mid laner. Flash over the arrow from Saint. Shuffle onto Masu, but he's under the turret. Gonna be taking up a lot of damage. Masu sets up quad for the shutdown as Berserker's now gonna look at Cryogen in the alcove. We'll pick that one up. 1-for-1 trade in the bot lane.
In this game, that was needed because it was so one-sided.
I mean, Griffin might be trying again, but I mean, Inspired is here.
Dude,
again. Back to back right now. In goes Griffin, pops a needlework. Immediate paranoia response. Inspired is on Griffin like butter on toast. It's gonna be 2 kills picked up by LYON.
He's locked in.
Yeah.
Chad, I'm telling you, this
Even mid lane struggling, guys. That's another roam. Berserker walking up from bottom lane. Saint with the scoop. Quad goes down 8-1.
To stop making moves. Like, you needed to be patient, but Griffin always seems to want to try and win the game back in the next fight, and it's just sending them further and further behind.
Far out of reach.
It is, but objective bounties can be very swingy. They were on for a second. It looks like they just turned off, but even the individual bounties, Inspired will be worth about 800 gold to whoever kills him if he ends up going too deep and makes a mistake.
Duskin top side while they expected LYON to be setting up for this dragon.
Yeah, which I think is correct. Try and play a cross-map play while the enemy takes a dragon that you know you can't fight. So don't blame FlyQuest for going for that play. Unfortunately for them, it doesn't result in anything, but you can't really fight this dragon anyway because of the large gold lead here.
Saint is sitting on 3,200 gold, so he has enough to buy any item he wants.
He can one-shot.
Bad news for you, Jet.
Well, he had enough money for it, so maybe he just... You're at the store, you see something for 3,200 and something for when you have all the money in your pocket.
Why get the budget option, you know?
Get the big one.
It's like you can add something that costs 5% more on your total order once you're spending enough. It's like that's a typical sales trick, you know? Yeah. All right, well, that is a 2nd dragon now picked up here eventually for LYON. As actually, no, it's going to be Paranoia popped to bot side instead. Inspired in a 1v1 right now, and he likes those odds. He will just slaughter Quad all on his own on a rampage.
See, I bet you that felt good. He said he wouldn't care about killing Quad, but if he's able to solo kill Quad in the side lane, it's got to feel nice.
I like that. I like that assessment right there. I expected them to just go straight to the dragon, but no, instead they go for the play. Now they'll get the dragon as Dokla finds Gakkos under turret right now. Just trying to get the damage on him instead of going for the wave. Gakkos has flash available and also has Griffin in his back pocket. Now they just turn back on a Dokla, slices away, dices back in. He still fancies the solo kill, won't find it. Gakkos is out of there, but maybe they get Griffin. Isles end onto Griffin, and it's Saint with the kill credit. 0-5 for Griffin.
Based off of 3 early weeks when everyone's coming in with visa delays, not having that much time practicing together, now this 2 weeks that
Griffin actually trying to go invade Inspired and, steal, and mess with his camps. But it was kind of similar, you know, and then they continue to attack the jungle, and then there's no absolutely destroying them down there. And there's another one.
Paranoia underneath the turret, onto Quad, trying to all in with the help of Saint. Quad has the stasis. Zonia's popped, and the turret falls, and Lion still get the kill. Turret and kill, credit to Lion.
It's just such a value, you know, pick to steal away Nocturne from an Orianna, because not only do you deny the Nocturne and Orianna on the same team, the synergy for the ball delivery, but it's also one of the best champs at attacking Orianna in the side lane.
Okay, but now Griffin has a window. We just saw Inspired bot side. Does he want to loop around?
How many
it's
times
scary.
did they
Teleport
try?
coming in. Yeah, this is a lot of effort into this top half, and now Dokla is just finding himself in a 1v1 with Isles behind. Flash out of Gakkos. Pop Blossom should knock him up. Cryogen trying to keep his top laner alive. Not long enough. Griffin jumps in. So does Masu. Flash away. Dokla's on top of him. Double kill to Saint as he'll shovel away. Quadra kill to Saint. A penta?
No.
This is not what we expect. Oh, we're just doing it again? We're just doing it on repeat. Shane Paranoia, bot side, welcome back to the Rip Quad. We took that one personally. Ace for Dokla.
And they've got the preset white flags to go up when all opponents are dead.
Oh my god.
Like that, usually
because the quadra kill happens so fast.
And also, there's still the Scion. We see the Scion die, but then there's the zombie. Yeah.
Actually, my favorite part of that fan replay
Part of it is that the other jungler was completely removed from the game, and so much of it has been set up by Nocturne.
We got one
Here's
final
the
Baron set up right now. We're going in for the play. It's Gakkos on the front line. Dokla's buying space for the rest of the team. Lion have taken down the enemy top laner first. Current call. Dokla's going to help chase down on the quad. Lots of slows landing. Cryogen will tank up the last one and flash to safety as Lion. The Baron is delayed, but they still did kill Gakkos.
So, if you're the coach for FlyQuest,
Think card.
yes, or Apollo, how do we, well, let's take a look at the Baron fight first.
Yeah, it seems like FlyQuest still have more fight left in them. They have ultimates available from support to mid to bot, and now over the wall. Isles looks for the Pop Blossom, will land it onto one. Cryogen falls, Quad goes into stasis. Masu trying his best to get damage down, but Dokla's on top of him. In comes Saint with another shuffle and another multi-kill. That one's a triple. Lion win another team fight.
So I was gonna say, how do we protect the mental for next game? Not just considering this single game, because you know people ask that a lot for best of fives. Okay, you know, just look at the next game. It's fine. It's a long series, but it is not just this series. It's also the last 2 series that they played versus Cloud9. Also, it has been like very abusive.
Yeah, it has felt that way. It's interesting because if we look at what the last series did, is they're ending the game right now, but it's a 20,000 gold lead. They drafted themselves more early game agency as the series progressed. And here they picked a lot of scaling. They didn't have much of a fallback pattern once they fell behind, other than playing very cautiously, which they couldn't do. So I would imagine the plan would be, okay, we need to really prioritize picking lanes, since when we go for fights, we can't be at a deficit. And
at least to FlyQuest's credit, Gakkos gives his life to try and clear the wave. Cryogen's there to help, so Lion can't end on that push, but this game all feels... Oh my goodness! That was a Q and an auto from Saint onto Griffin, and he almost just dies. Now Inspired goes in. He was at that help when that started. Flies over the wall from Isles. Lands on a 3 with the current call on top of it. Double kill to Berserker. Lion don't need a reset. They just needed to refresh their cooldowns. Quad will be aced. Lion will win another fight. It's a slaughter of a game 1 with a 21,000 gold lead. Game 1 to Lion.
A gold lead that is more thousands of gold than the average age of the team. I don't think that's ever happened.
To make any action happen out there, and also it's just great into things like the Ahri as well.
Let's do it!
Oh, there we go!
Let's do it! Some real dive. All right. Into all of these tanks here. Okay, we expect that time.
Level 5 Malphite gank. I mean, there's a ward in that pixel brush, so they see it coming, but it might not be enough. Ultimate is popped, Ragnarok used, but he sees C immune. Is it enough to get the solo kill? No, it's first blood to Dokla.
Big Dokes. Honestly, he had a really good first game as well. We were talking mostly about Inspired and about Berserker as far as the bottom lane, you know, the individually winning places. But Dokla made a lot of good 2v1 plays for himself on the Renekton up by the top side. Yeah, it was a nice, easy winning matchup with Renekton into Sion, but this time around he had to blind pick the Cassante, and Inspired says, you know what? I'm going to come on up here. You only need a little bit of extra damage.
Yeah.
When your Cassante gets to level 6, nice all in there from Dokla with the all out, and Inspired just added.
So Cryogen might look to roam after this. Still good laning performance so far by LYON.
And I gotta say that the early game still going LYON's way, but this time around FlyQuest are equalizing a little bit more. Actually, they're TPing topside here. It's the Unsealed Spellbook from Cryogen, so the Alistair popping up to help out Griffin deny all of the grubs from LYON, so it'll be a 1-for-2 trade, as Gakkos is also just keeping priority, pushing in on this top side.
Yeah, and as of now, FlyQuest is not rushing the game like they did in Game 1. So in terms of, you know, something...
Top side, so Kobe, he didn't find that immediate, you know, power spike he was looking for. Speaking of power spikes, MasterCard power spike here for Quad in the mid lane. Flash from Cryogen onto Berserker as Chain of Corruption will go wide. Cryogen sidestepping that one, but in comes Isles. Gets the hit into the wall. Actually, Cryogen's able to walk away from that one. Exhausted down, the ultimate trying to keep him alive, but his AD carry's already given up on him. Cryogen will be the sacrifice. Berserker picks up a kill.
And they get the dragon. Oh, man. FlyQuest. It feels like they just can't even really like hold on to anything. Maybe topside again. Griffin wants to go over the wall.
Okay, they're not going to wait for the dive. Instead, it's all out from Dokla saying, all right, Griffin's my escape tool here. Griffin's trying to lock him down. Flash from Dokla will get him to safety. In comes Quad with the charm. Lands onto the top laner. Dokla with the third jump on the Gecko. Saints trying to turn the play in a 1v3 now. Can he get anything? That's a teleport up from Berserker. The Varus has now shown up for the play, and in comes Inspired. Big ultimate knockups as Saint will get another kill. LYON yet again win a team fight. Even LYON rather, and a lot of that being on this bottom side. Berserker with that TP up top side. LYON have their support in some trouble. Their Quad was in the lane, and he had multiple members around him. That is a pick for FlyQuest. Much needed goal.
So Rift Hero here over to LYON, going to result in some more turret plate money for them, kind of guaranteed as well.
First Dragon has now spawned, so let's see if LYON want to start that one up as Griffin's on the top half of the map right now. That was a proxy farm from Dokla, and in comes Griffin, uses the ultimate. Dokla has the all-out, trying to get out of there, uses the step instead, as Gakkos with the slow to follow him up. Everyone's onto Dokla, LYON are onto the Dragon, flash over the wall, Gakkos flash follows, and the wait from Griffin to get Dokla after the all-out. Well played to get the kill up there, traded for the objective.
That one works well. They were not going to retake River safely. We'd gone over where the power was.
With this, hopefully can get back into this game because Olaf is a big part of the comp, and they're just going to repeat the play again. No ultimate on the Cassante. This time an exhaust goes out with the support to lock down the Cassante. The ultimate from Olaf will just keep up as long as he's autoing. Dokla has no escape, and Gakkos gets his second kill.
Eat him up, here we go. The snowball begins for FlyQuest. Gakkos also should be able to get this turret. Back away, Cryogen. Don't you dare steal any money.
I mean, this last sequence is huge. Yeah. It was a slight gold deficit for Gakkos into now a decent-sized gold lead.
I will get something done himself.
And Malphite, the targets he's looking at, it's a CCMU and Olaf, and it's two carries that have mobility. The Ahri ultimate, the Ezreal jump. So it's not even going to be like easy for
in range for the Abyssal Shred for Saint. And it could be dangerous. Here we go.
Yeah, the Dragon started already, and in comes Inspired. Could look for the engage at any time. Teleport in from Quad. Keeper's Verdict being channeled by Isles over the wall, but not going to throw it. So no knockback for Griffin. Instead, it's LYON looking at the carry. It's on Quad. The Dokla turns his attention. Inspired still has the ult. He's holding it for a long time. Cryogen just trying to push back members from LYON as the Dragon is not getting bursted down. Inspired has found his way into the pit, and health bars are low and fly.
LYON are poking them out pretty effectively here. They're actually winning the poke wars hard. Dokla zoning the Ahri.
Now the engage in onto the carry. It's Masu as the target. Say gets him. Masu's out of there. Now can FlyQuest deal with the rest? It's on to Quad. He's pushed away from the rest of the team in the pit. FlyQuest are winning it as it's Gakkos on the Olaf. Gets the first kill. Can he find more? No! Dokla holds the line. Saint with the damage, Berserker untouched, and LYON crush the fight at Dragon with a double kill to Saint to end it.
LYON just playing very well in team fights in both game 1 and 2. The beginning of this fight, getting that last execute onto Masu from Saint, and then also Inspired buying as much
Pretty
time.
good at League of Legends. I don't know, man.
And Saint is about to get a death cap. Let's look at this bottom tower, though, because the tower is dead, so not much Dokla can do about it. There's an
This
Olaf.
next Dragon, it is only the third one, as Griffin looked for the Vault Breaker onto Isles, but he steps back. I mean, maybe they look for a pick out of Dokla. Really tough to kill this Cassandra. He will walk in and give them a window, though, as he's charmed up. CC chain stunned as well. He just cannot move. But Isles is behind him, and they have to invest so much to kill this Cassandra, and he's still alive. The OLED on a Griffin pulls him back to the team. Now the rest of LYON are here. Isles will be the sacrifice instead, as Inspired only lands one with the ultimate. He might just get chunked down, but Saint's over the wall. Saint found the flank on the Aurora, as Gakkos this time can finally free fire, will kill the top laner. FlyQuest trying to get members out. It's a 2-for-1 trade so far for FlyQuest. How bad does LYON want to keep this going?
In a very healthy position. FlyQuest need to just play around that Olaf.
Oh, we're actually going to send it here onto Saint, but he just dashes away with the ultimate between worlds. Teleport coming in now as he rocket belts forward. Dokla has completed the TP, flashes in, exhausted up. Gakkos is holding the line, so Berserker can't get in there, so Dokla's in a 1v4, but now Saint's walking up, trying to back up his top laner. Inspired now shows up. It's so hard to kill the Cassante as he will walk back.
Right around him if they can set it up.
But they just don't have control of the space, so it's likely they get engaged on first and then have to try and counter.
There's Inspired. Anytime you're walking into the Malphite, it can be scary. Griffin just flash engages here onto the backline, looks for Saint, gets knocked away with the Keeper's Verdict as Berserker's trying to hold back Quad, but in the pit goes the top laner. Watch for Gakkos. The Olaf's trying to free fire onto Dokla, but that's the only member he's hitting, and now he's about to go down. Inspired picks up the kill. The Olaf has fallen. All the gold for FlyQuest, and now it's reliant on Quad and Masu to find some carry here. Big poke from Masu, knock back on the Quad, but no follow-up for the kill, but Saint got Masu dominating as he kills the Ezreal. FlyQuest have to back away and give the Dragon a LYON win the fight.
Great flash combo from Saint.
It's the next objective. There's no chance FlyQuest can get in there. Isles is holding the line against Griffin, so instead they'll just go for the kill onto Isles. Take out the Poppy, and now the Baron's low. Oh, there was actually a small window there, maybe.
Yeah,
Magic on Masu, one weirding.
But you kind of have to do some stuff like that,
Try
right?
something.
They still don't see Griffin. Okay, now they should see him coming up here. So instead, they just full send it on Masu. 80 carries down, teleports in from the rest of FlyQuest, and now Griffin, the long con, not paying off so far, but he does get onto Berserker. Flashback from the Varus. Now Gakkos can free fire onto him. Can he finally kill the carry? He's still alive for now. CC immune, but again, not damage immune. Inspired will get that one as LYON are crushing everybody on FlyQuest. A double kill to Inspired. As he flashes the wall for the follow-up, they'll crush the team fight.
Long death timers and a Baron buff. 28 seconds on Masu. Quad still alive with no 80 carry. Might be a little tight, but LYON is pretty close to taking this game.
It seems like this is the push. They have the Baron-empowered wave. It's only an Ahri left alive with no ultimate. Has Flash and the Zhonya's. So maybe Quad finds some miracle right now, but everyone's still full health bars. Uses the stasis on Inspired's second ultimate in the fight. Flashes back to safety. No chance of survival. FlyQuest taken down again. LYON, the team that we were promised, is showing its fangs today. 2-0 in the series.
One more game from the sweep to eliminate FlyQuest from LCS.
Persona stocks.
I played one game of Sona, got destroyed by a Thresh. I stopped playing Sona, but the win rate has still been high across the board.
What?
And
despite the Kangas data?
Despite my trying my absolute hardest to lower that win rate.
But we're going to all fight for it.
Inspired also has Isles in his back pocket. Griffin's
for
going to
Raptors.
walk into the Raptors. Isles is still in the other brush. Griffin in a numbers disadvantage. Is it going to happen again? Can't even trade the kill. First blood to Inspired.
How?
Fool me once, chat.
Quad's gonna go down too. That's a double kill.
7 times?
Double kill to Inspired.
Every game, but I just...
Yeah.
Right? And enemy support can also be there and is there. And, you know, it was close. Yeah, Isles had to flash over the red wall, but anyways, get back to the game.
Yeah,
at present
they
here.
linked up that time. The bot lane did roam up to help out take that first dragon, so it is still a relatively even game. It's not like Lion have like continued to push the advantage, but 2 kills early on a Wukong is still fantastic.
Yeah, and on the bright side, Masu, Cryojin doing well on the Sonolution. Interesting how Rainover said they're going to try something strong like Sonolution. I think that's more because they have range.
Just jumps over the wall and is out of there.
He got there just in time to get all the gold from the baby Krugs, though, so not bad.
Oh, Masu could be in some trouble, though. Phosphorus Bomb plus the rockets. Berserker's going in! It's Isles with the kill. 2 summoner spells used defensively.
Yeah, good and necessary flash from Saint to live here. Inspired goes on the invade.
I mean, we see that the Sona is still behind him, so this is really bold from Inspired. Can he get the solo kill onto Griffin, though? The damage is crazy! Inspired will have the backup of Saint for the 1-for-1, but now FlyQuest with a 2v1. Isles coming in, empowers Saint to walk forward. Throws out the Unraveled Earth, the Seismic Shove sidestep, but the threat of volley should be enough. Cryogen just auto to death by Saint. Lion win the scrap.
Griffin, though, this would be number 2 for FlyQuest. The objectives have been flowing in.
He has no Crescent Guard available, so if he gets piled on top of, he could be in some trouble, but Lion are not in a position to do so. Griffin has the squad behind him.
And it's Gatkos, actually, who was no teleport.
Very well, so Lion have multiple members topside. Gatkos could be in some trouble here. Dokla taking up a lot of turret shots to set up his team for the damage. Berserker will get the kill. Actually, it's Inspired with the credit, and nobody falls on Lion's side.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to kind of trade tower sides here, but you get the extra kill for Lion because they invest heavily in it. They get there first. They trap Gatkos. They take down the one person on FlyQuest who had a gold lead.
As Griffin gets Seismic shoved back. Saint not going to follow up with the stun on the Unraveled Earth, but proves his point. Gets some big chunk onto Griffin. As, yeah, let's see what happens with these turrets. It looks like Masu's going to get the first turret. Yeah, there we go.
It's an extra big bonus here.
Nice bonus for FlyQuest completely in this game. So unlike the first game that really felt like it got out of control after the,
Inspired has level 11 and Flash ready. So rank 2 on his ulti, and we're starting the fight. Griffin takes the Hex Gate in.
Has the Crescent Guard, trying to keep himself healthy, but Inspired's over the wall. Petrifying Gaze lands this time. Big chunk onto Inspired. In comes the Galio ultimate. Quad was able to kite back with Griffin in tow. In comes the Nami ultimate. Will only knock up onto Griffin. Double taunt from Dokla, but the team has already left him. Dokla falls. FlyQuest get a kill.
And FlyQuest able to keep the gold lead within reach while having the stacking dragon.
TP'd on by Dokla, though, in a 1v2, as his enemy is also getting the objective. So Herald and a potential pick here. Quad has Petrifying Gaze. Might have to hold it if you can get some big damage on this. It walks back into the Seismic Shove that was in the brush. Lion pick up another kill. Yeah, you don't like how I say brush?
Accent there.
Yeah. They got long U's and O's as Inspired if they want to TP in for, but everybody's already here. It's going to be a 5v5 potential at the Dragon. Weaver's Wall to cut off Gatkos and Cryogen. 3 members of Fly now in the Dragon Pit. We're going to ride in the Herald for the engage. Get on top of Quad. Inspired can get the kill. It's Berserker with the credit. Griffin, Crescent Guard to try and stay alive. Has the back of the team. Masu's free firing onto the jungler, but it's not enough damage. He gets taunted up by Dokla. Inspired still alive. Just cannot die, as finally he will go down, but Lion still running away with the team fight. Dragon secured for FlyQuest, but they will get aced here. Bubble sidestep by Cryogen, but you can't dodge all the damage. Saint will pick it up, an ace for Lion.
More objectives for FlyQuest and gold for Lion. Berserker also going to be able to
sitting on 1,100 gold, so they are sitting on some big power spikes right now.
I'll say the 8 stacks of Darksteel count, as Griffin can't even get his own red buff. It's taken by Inspired right there. Now Griffin chunked out as he has to walk away. Inspired has just done this game after game after game. You get the early lead, you take away all the camps from your opponent, and now the team's on Baron.
Yeah, like this Baron Force with their item power spikes, knowing they chunked out Griffin, knowing there's no advantage. This could be the fight they need before Drake.
Turn in onto Masu, flash away, but they got on the Quad. The Cassiopeia taken out before the fight even begins, as Masu's in some trouble as well. Both the carries are down. Lion with 2 quick picks as they use the Baron as a magnet to pull FlyQuest in. Gonna turn back under the Purple Worm.
Yeah, great instant turn there. You can tell the call already. I mean, if we get the comms listening, they're looking at it from the very beginning. They take down Masu. They take down the rest of them too. Nothing for FlyQuest to say about it. Baron for Lion. and 40 seconds away from Dragon Soul, just to put the cherry on top.
It's perfectly done. This Lion team is playing
right now as FlyQuest have one last opportunity to get back into this game. That's a flash from Quad away from the Unraveled Earth. Watch for Inspired on the flank. He's spotted by Gakkos. He's trying to get in. Has the Galio coming in on top. They knock up the Rumble. Griffin's locked down as well. Everybody turning in on the Masu as he got separated from the rest of the team. The Encore to buy some space. The Equalizer goes down. FlyQuest might just be turning this one around. Masu will go down. Big damage from Berserker as the Rockets are shredding them. Saint with the flick back. Griffin goes down. Saint is godlike. Gakkos will try and trade it back at Inspired. Will get the shutdown, but a consolation prize. Double kill to Berserker and a double kill.
Dragon Soul. And watching this, they're running them down. A slight window, it felt like, that FlyQuest could maybe turn it around, but Inspired doesn't present himself as a target. The same page that they weren't on in the first 3 weeks, and they're looking, I mean, yes, it's just one series, but they're looking like a contender to win lock-in based off what we're seeing.
Well, with Lion looking better, with Team Liquid looking better, Lock-in's looking spicy.
Yeah. We still have one more series tomorrow to happen with C9 versus Sentinels to see if Sentinels can keep their name in the conversation. We're talking about the future because this game looks wrapped. I mean, it's a 10K gold lead essentially here at 27 minutes in. It's going to be 2.5 minutes until that Baron comes up, so a little breather right now for FlyQuest, but it feels like mostly time for them to think about how this game got so far out of control.
Do you know in this series, Saint right now has 28 kills and 1 death?
Yeah, I was going to say, last game I'm pretty sure he was deathless, right?
Game 1 where he flew under the turret.
That was the only kill that FlyQuest got game 1. They're looking for another one right now, but the Weaver's wall blocking off the escape path. Masu throwing out the Coley, trying to get some range damage, but a teleport flank from Dokla gets onto the carry. In goes Inspired as well. The clean up from Lion. A clean
GG.
0 for 5 ace. They don't even need the Baron. They just needed that one last team fight to close this one out. A wave is waiting for them to push in the mid wave.
They have absolutely dominated. They have changed the narrative about Lion in lock-in. They have destroyed FlyQuest.
Lion on the same page, and they just demolished them 3-0.
We are seeing the Fangs Lion take the series 3-0.
Okay, I mean, it's